You've always believed perfectionism was your greatest strength. You pride yourself on being meticulous, never settling for anything less than exceptional. But what if I told you this very pursuit, this relentless striving for perfection, might quietly be destroying your potential? On the surface, perfectionism seems admirable. It earns you praise, admiration, and a sense of control. Yet deep beneath that polished exterior lies something far more unsettling. Have you ever considered that what you're truly afraid of isn't failure, but the overwhelming power of your own success? What if your continuous improvements, your constant preparations, are just subtle excuses to avoid stepping into the unknown territory of your true capabilities? Consider this honestly. How many opportunities have you missed, waiting for the moment you feel completely ready? How many projects have you abandoned because they weren't yet flawless? You're not alone in feeling this way. The psychologist Carl Jung recognized perfectionism as a carefully hidden fear, a fear of facing your true greatness. Jung understood that beneath the surface of meticulous planning and endless refinement lies a deeper, subconscious avoidance. Before you dismiss this idea, consider this deeply uncomfortable possibility. Perhaps your perfectionism isn't strength, but fear in its most elegant disguise. And perhaps the potential you've been hiding from yourself is more powerful than you've ever imagined. Perfectionism isn't discipline, it's sabotage in disguise. You're not striving for excellence, you're carefully constructing barriers between yourself and your true potential. Ask yourself, what exactly are you hiding behind that relentless pursuit of perfection? You sit at your desk, working late into the night, refining details nobody else will ever notice. You rewrite the first page of your novel again and again, never progressing to the second chapter. You perfect your business plan, polishing each slide, rearranging every number, but somehow you never launch. It's not lack of skill or ambition that keeps you trapped. It's the seductive illusion of perfection. You tell yourself you'll begin once everything's flawless, yet deep down you know perfection is impossible. Still, you chase it relentlessly. But what if perfection isn't your goal at all? What if it's merely your shield, your sophisticated excuse to remain safely in your comfort zone? Consider this. Your real fear isn't failure. You've failed before and you've always survived. Your deepest fear is the success you're fully capable of achieving. Because success is never simple. It demands that you confront yourself directly. It forces you to acknowledge all the wasted time, the missed opportunities, the moments when you allowed fear to control your actions. Success reveals who you truly are, and once revealed, there's no turning back. Are you ready for that level of honesty? Think about the business you've dreamed of building. You've spent months, maybe even years, planning meticulously. Your ideas are brilliant, your strategies are solid. Yet somehow, launch day never arrives. Each time you approach that critical moment, you find one more detail to adjust, one more element to improve. You postpone again and again, not out of discipline, but out of fear. What if the moment you hit publish, the world sees your true capability, and you're forced to admit to yourself, if I was capable of this all along, why did I wait so long? Success carries responsibility, and responsibility demands accountability for all the time you've spent holding yourself back. Have you considered this truth, that your perfectionism isn't ambition but avoidance? Carl Jung described this hidden part of your psyche as the shadow. The shadow isn't just darkness, it's the place within you that holds everything you've suppressed. Fears, doubts, but also your brightest talents and greatest strengths. You've spent your life bearing these qualities because acknowledging them means facing what you're genuinely capable of. Imagine a locked room within your own mind. A room that holds not just fears, but powerful insights, creative breakthroughs, and tremendous potential. Yet you stand outside, refusing to enter, endlessly refining the doorknob without ever turning it. What hidden talents and immense strengths lie locked inside your shadow, waiting for you to finally step through? You wear perfectionism like a flawless mask. Your persona, crafted carefully for the world. It's elegant, polished, always dependable. But beneath that impeccable mask, who are you really? Are you as confident as you appear? Or is your persona shielding a deeper insecurity, a hidden vulnerability, even a suppressed strength you've yet to own? You've become so accustomed to your mask that removing it now feels terrifying. But how long can you sustain this illusion before it inevitably shatters? Your perfectionism traps you in a state of elegant paralysis, always busy, always preparing, yet never truly acting. Your creative ideas, your passions, your true ambitions remain locked behind an endless cycle of almost ready. Picture a river. When you dam it, the water builds pressure, unable to flow freely. Similarly, your creative energy, your unique gifts and insights are building behind the dam of your perfectionism. The longer you delay action, the greater this internal pressure becomes, manifesting as anxiety, stress, and dissatisfaction. How much longer can you remain at the edge, fully prepared yet unwilling to take the leap? Consider someone who endlessly revises their first book. They spend months, even years, meticulously editing sentences, rearranging chapters. But they never publish. The manuscript remains hidden, unread, incomplete. The tragedy isn't lack of ability, it's the courage to accept imperfection and expose their work to the world. Every revision gives the illusion of progress, while effectively preventing real achievement. Ask yourself, is your perfectionism really about quality? Or is it about keeping you safe from the vulnerability of true expression? Your shadow, when left unrecognized and unexpressed, manifests as internal conflict, relentless anxiety, procrastination, and self-sabotage. It doesn't vanish, it grows stronger, becoming a prison that traps your most vibrant energy. But that same shadow, when embraced and integrated, can become your greatest source of liberation. Jung called this process integration. Accepting and understanding your imperfections, fears, and hidden strengths. Only then can you truly free your creative power. Imagine the energy you'd unleash if, instead of endlessly refining details, you finally acted, even knowing you weren't completely ready. Picture yourself stepping forward, writing that book, launching that business, sharing your ideas publicly. Yes, it would be imperfect, vulnerable, perhaps even frightening, but it would also be real, authentic, powerful. Your shadow contains not just darkness, but immense creative potential waiting to be released. Are you willing to unlock it? When you embrace imperfection, you break free from the golden cage of perfectionism. Perfectionism feels safe, noble, admirable, but in reality, it's the most luxurious form of imprisonment. You remain trapped in comfort, never failing but never truly living either. How long can you afford to remain in that elegant prison? What cost are you willing to pay for safety? Is it worth sacrificing the life you're truly capable of? Imagine now, just briefly, what would happen if today you decided to let go of perfection and took one imperfect step forward? If you launched that project, shared your voice, presented your ideas, imperfectly, authentically, courageously. Imagine the freedom you'd feel, the relief from years of pent-up creative tension. Your imperfections wouldn't destroy you. They'd empower you. Every imperfect step would be a victory, every mistake a lesson, every vulnerability a doorway to deeper self-awareness and strength. Your shadow isn't your enemy. It's your teacher, your guide, your key to authenticity. By refusing to remain hidden behind perfectionism, you reclaim your true self, creative, courageous, imperfect, and powerful. Ask yourself this honestly. What potential greatness are you holding hostage by chasing an impossible standard? What extraordinary version of yourself awaits just beyond your current paralysis? The choice now rests with you. You can remain where you are, endlessly polishing details, carefully crafting masks, always almost ready, or you can embrace the discomfort, the uncertainty, and the profound liberation of imperfection. You can finally open that locked door, let the creative river flow, and step boldly into the full power of who you were always meant to become. So ask yourself now, without excuses, what exactly are you waiting for? You don't need perfection to unlock your power. Your true strength emerges precisely when you dare to embrace your imperfections. Let that sink in for a moment, because your entire life, you've believed the opposite. You've believed perfection was the key to unlocking your potential, the condition necessary before you could finally step forward. But the deeper truth, the one you've carefully avoided, is that perfection is not your pathway to greatness, it's your barrier. Consider what you've been risking by constantly delaying until everything feels just right. Are you truly afraid of failing, or is it your potential success that terrifies you most? Perhaps success doesn't merely represent accomplishment. Perhaps it symbolizes your undeniable responsibility, the responsibility to acknowledge how powerful, creative, and impactful you truly are. It means confronting the unsettling question you've avoided your entire life. If you were capable all along, why did you choose to wait so long? Here is where the paradox becomes crystal clear. Perfectionism, your supposed ally, has been quietly imprisoning you. It's locked you inside a carefully constructed cage of safety and control, restricting your natural growth and stifling your creative potential. But deep down, isn't that cage becoming unbearable? Aren't you exhausted from endlessly preparing, always nearly there, always just one step away from true action? The irony is profound. You crafted this cage yourself, meticulously polishing each bar, believing it would protect you. Yet now, this elegant prison keeps you trapped, comfortable yet fundamentally unfulfilled. You don't fail because you never allow yourself to begin, but you don't succeed either because you refuse to embrace the vulnerability necessary for genuine growth. You remain stuck somewhere in between, in a perpetual state of limbo. But imagine for a moment that perfection wasn't necessary. Imagine waking up tomorrow and deciding to accept yourself exactly as you are, imperfect, incomplete, yet ready. Imagine the energy you'd reclaim if you freed yourself from the tyranny of perfection and finally allowed yourself to begin, to create, to show up authentically, unapologetically, and courageously imperfect. How would your life change? What hidden strengths would suddenly surface once you remove that heavy mask? Carl Jung spoke of the shadow as the repository of everything you've suppressed, your fears, insecurities, and imperfections. But what most don't realize is that your shadow also holds your greatest strengths, your creative talents, and your true inner power. By continuously pursuing perfection, you've unknowingly kept your shadow locked away. You've denied yourself access to the incredible potential hidden within you, the potential that's waiting patiently for you to acknowledge and integrate it into your life. Now consider the powerful symbolism of the rare frequency. You are not flawed or broken because you don't resonate with the mainstream frequencies of those around you. Your discomfort, your perpetual striving, your dissatisfaction, these are symptoms not of inadequacy, but of your profound uniqueness. You weren't born to blend quietly into the background noise of conformity. You possess a rare frequency, a distinctive wavelength that the world desperately needs. Yet, you've spent years trying to retune yourself to fit comfortably into frequencies that don't match your own. What if you stopped trying to fit in and embraced the frequency you were born with? Imagine the relief, the clarity, and the liberation you would experience. once you finally allowed yourself to fully embody your unique vibration. Instead of hiding your authentic self behind perfectionist masks, you could begin broadcasting your true voice, raw, honest, powerful, and deeply resonant with others who share your rare frequency. Think of the profound connections and meaningful relationships that would arise from simply being your true self, unfiltered and unapologetic. It's crucial now to face the inner question you've skillfully avoided. What exactly are you risking by embracing your imperfections? Is it merely failure you fear? Or is it the immense power that would come with finally living true to yourself? Perhaps the reason you've resisted for so long isn't because you're inadequate. Perhaps it's because you sense the overwhelming strength hidden within you, and you fear the responsibilities that embracing such power would inevitably bring. Yet ask yourself honestly, is remaining safe within your carefully constructed cage really worth sacrificing the vibrant and meaningful life you're capable of living? The journey toward integrating your shadow is the journey toward your authentic power. It requires the courage to acknowledge and accept everything you've hidden, your vulnerabilities, your fears, and your extraordinary strengths. It means stepping beyond perfection and embracing authenticity. It's not about becoming flawless. It's about becoming fully human, fully yourself, beautifully imperfect, yet infinitely powerful. It's the willingness to show up as you are, knowing that imperfection isn't weakness. It's the source of your greatest strength. Your shadow contains precisely what you've been searching for. It holds the missing piece you've felt all your life. The energy, creativity, passion, and purpose you've always known existed deep within. The moment you decide to stop striving for perfection, your shadow becomes your greatest ally. It transforms from a source of anxiety into your deepest well of creative energy and potential. Your imperfections become the very channels through which your unique brilliance finally emerges into the world. Imagine the freedom in allowing yourself to create imperfectly. Imagine writing your book and accepting its first draft as an authentic expression of your voice, not worrying that it's imperfect. Imagine launching your business or sharing your ideas without the crippling burden of ensuring every detail is flawless. Imagine the immense power of your first step, taken courageously, without hesitation, fully embracing the beautiful messiness of real growth. There's only one question left. Are you ready to finally claim your authentic power? Are you prepared to step out of that elegant cage of perfectionism, fully embracing your rare frequency and acknowledging the extraordinary strength you've hidden from yourself for so long? Your power doesn't lie in perfection. It lies precisely in the courage to be imperfect, vulnerable, and authentic. This is your moment of truth. Will you choose safety and comfort, or will you step forward, fully yourself, ready to explore the immense potential that awaits beyond your fear? The decision rests entirely with you. Are you finally ready to embrace the power you've always possessed, hidden quietly behind your pursuit of perfection? You weren't born to conform to someone else's version of perfection. You were born to embrace your uniqueness, exactly as you are, powerful in your imperfection. If these words resonate, simply type the words, "I'm ready." Your courage becomes a beacon for others. Explore more videos on this channel to deepen your self-understanding, and subscribe for continued insights inspired by Carl Jung, guiding you toward your authentic, true power.